I hint. Look, we understand how cutting down the Aravali mountains will wreak havoc in Uttarakhand every year. Madhya Pradesh's soybean crops will be ruined. Uttar Pradesh and Bihar will be flooded. How landing of ships in Delhi will be difficult, or how Delhi will become a sand bowl. The Aravali Mountains are the world's oldest mountains. They are a folded mountain, stretching from Gujarat to Haryana and Delhi. The Aravali Mountains are the oldest in the world. These hills and peacock-shaped mountains are millions of years old, and they have been worn down by the winds so much that only a few folded hills remain here and there. You should visit Kumbhalgarh Fort sometime. Then you will understand how strong the forts of the Mewar and other kings there were. Visit Chittorgarh Fort sometime. Even look at the Raisina Hills. This Raisina, Delhi, all the way up to the Red Fort, is built on the Aravali Hills. Now, what happens in the Aravali Hills is that Haryana can mine them at will. Mining happens somewhere in Gujarat, somewhere in Rajasthan. Though the sand mafia breaks up those rocks, selling them for roads. Breaking up medium-sized rocks, they break up gravel for paving. Breaking up smaller gravel, grinding it down for sand. These stone mafias use JCBs and crushers to crush them. Every state was troubled. So the central government decided to do something. Let's introduce a rule that will ensure the Aravali Hills remain and there will be no hassles. A new rule was introduced stating that Aravali Hills with a height of less than 100 meters will not be considered Aravali Hills. Accordingly, 93% of the Aravali Hills are less than 100 meters high. Now first, a rule will be implemented that will not consider these hills as Aravali Hills. In 2 or 3 years, a rule will be passed, stating that we will conserve the Aravali. No one can cut the Aravali. After that, mining will begin. So what, brother? So mother, are we not cutting the Aravali? You said 2 years ago that anything below 100 meters is not considered Aravali. So there's a very holistic approach to destroying the Aravali here. Now what's going on here? People made such a big joke about geography. And how did the Supreme Court accept it? I don't understand this. If you ask any geographer in the world, they'll say, brother, if you want to measure the height of this hill, what is it? So now measure the height of this hill. If you measure from this hill, the height will be different. If you measure from here, the height will be different. If you measure from below, the height will be different. Measure based on the hill here. If you measure, the height will be different. So brother, where should we measure the height of this hill? Even measuring it is a hassle. If you measure it from the ground, its height will be different. So how do we measure anything on the ground? So the height of anything on the ground is measured from sea level. Why is it measured from sea level? Because all the oceans in the world are interconnected. And when 2 different bodies of water are connected, their levels become equal. Therefore, if you want to measure any height, you have to measure